Ooh, look who's first.
Look at this dude getting second.
Why don't you be a good boy and put that coffee down that wet,
David has
moist
ordered
coffee
their
hole for
Gertrude's
daddy?
bathwater coffee. Thanks for your order.
Good effort on third.
We're all in for the ride. No need to hide. Come hang out on Tommy G Live. Tommy G Live. Tommy G Live. Tommy G Live.
Well, I wasn't supposed to press that. I was supposed to press this. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Happy almost weekend. Hello to David, who got first. Hello. Hello to Nico, who got second. Hello. Hello to Gandhi, who got third. Hello. Hope you're all well. Hello to Jorix Factory. The timer is not a lie. I'll tell you what I was up to in a second after I've said hello to Zach. Hello, Zach. Hope you are doing well on this pleasant Thursday. So, my aircon. I think that there's a little bit of a gap in my little insulating thing around my window because it's blowing in a little bit of warm air. So I need to fix that. That's what I was looking at. But yeah, that's why I was a few seconds late. And the timer didn't. Oh, bit of Love Yourself by Justin B. Sorry, I'm in one of those excited hyper moods again with my Gandhi mug. Which you can buy at all good Gandhiland stores across the united world. Oh, and the mug disappears as it gets closer. Oh, I've disappeared. And now I've come back. Yes, everyone. If you liked you, I was wrong, and I forgot the lyrics. Okay, so today, come on, Gandhi Mug, that you had to buy twice. Yeah, I did. I may have broken the first one. I may have broken the first one, but this one is unbroken. Oh, I had you fooled there. You thought I was going to drop it. For a split second, you thought I was going to drop it. For a split second, I thought I was going to drop it, even though I was faking the drop. Yeah. Unbroken mug. That's some good coffee, that is. Good coffee. Okay, so today. And if you did drop it, you'd blame us for distracting you. Well, obviously, Shocko. Come on, get with the program. Get with it. Obviously, I'd blame Gandhi, actually. Because I'd blame Gandhi for not making them robust enough. Yeah. And for making them cheaply. Just like himself. Anyway, today we have 3 streams, including. Thank you for lurking, Zach. Thank you for coming in. It means a lot. We have 3 streams until I take my summer break. By summer break, I mean a week. But let's make it look as if it's more than a week. Let's drag it out and make it seem as if I'm doing a wolf dad and retiring. No, actually, let's not do that. Let's not do that, actually. No. Maybe we could be like Gunkel and say that we're retiring from playing... I don't play one game like he does, do I? Didn't think that through. I'm retiring from playing Dishonored. There we go. Yes, let's drag it out to a half a year. Yeah, I'm retiring for half a year. I finally cracked the idea for my second feature film, horror. Still working on my first feature, but working on the idea for what's next. Ooh. You know what? You know what would be a good idea, Shocko? Okay. Bear with me. A horror movie that is more like a documentary. Can you also retire Hitman? No, not retiring Hitman. Never. And Spider-Man and Doom. Do you not like any of those games, Gandhi? Yeah, like found footage, but like with real blood and stuff. So like you can like sacrifice. Actually, no. For legitimate legality reasons, I can't convince Shocko to commit real acts of violence. I can't. Oh, I like this song. Superhero, fairy tale, na 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 na. Something that the I can kiss. I want something just like this. So funny you should say Doom, Gandhi, because that's actually what we're playing today. Yes, that is fairly illegal. That's the only reason. You know what? I love that you use those tags J, which stands for joking, and S, that stands for sarcasm. Neither should you be promoting acts of violence on Twitch. That is against TOD or TOD terms of dick. Yeah. Anyway, don't get me started on the TOS of Twitch. Where you can now, if you're in the EU, thankfully I'm not in the EU, but it could still affect me. that you can get a refund within 14 days of subbing to someone. Yeah. Anyway, well, let's not get into politics. Let's not get into politics. Let's get into motherfucking Doom. To be honest, he's probably said worse. I have, actually. I probably have, yeah. Probably have. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? He has, and I tried to warn him, but there's no controlling him. I haven't been banned yet, though. Haven't been banned yet. At least not on Twitch. Been banned on YouTube before. TikTok, I think I may have had like I've definitely had restrictions. But Twitch, I'm an angel. Right, let's turn this. All I'll say about my genius idea is that I was inspired by Obsession, even though I haven't seen it. I still. Hello, cows. Welcome in.
Cowsdralim has ordered their cinnamon dulce with frothed sussy sousy coffee. Thanks for your order.
Thanks for your order, cows. Moo, as always. I still don't know what Obsession is about. Sorry, I've got a bit of hair in my eye. It sounds like it's about a stalker or something. That's what it sounds like it's about. You know, I'm going to play this track. I quite like this one. Until they ruined it by... No, I'm not going there. Not going there. Not going there. No politics. That is the new rule. On Tommy G Live. No politics. At all. We're not even going to talk about the price of a pint of milk or a loaf of bread. No politics. We're not even going to talk about the elections or politicians. No politics. And we're definitely not going to be talking about wars and protests and that bollocks. No politics. You're the one that brings it up. No politics, Gandhi. That's a strike, because that counts as you bringing up politics, all right? Hello, Rick. Welcome in. Rick, just so you know, Rick. Just let you redeem your coffee first. Yeah.
That Britrick has ordered their oat coffee.
Oat milk.
Thanks for your order.
Oat coffee. That could be classed as vegan politics. We don't want any of that. This is a brand new era. How many strikes do we banned? 3. This is a brand new era. There's no politics on this stream anymore, okay? Nothing. I don't want to hear anything about world leaders or environments or dyspraxia. That's classed as politics as well. I have dyspraxia, so even simple actions can take an extra thought and effort, but I always find my own way to get things done. Yeah. That's dyspraxia, but we're not allowed to talk about that because that is classed as politics. So yeah, so no politics whatsoever in this stream anymore. This is going to be a purely non-political stream. Okay? You've been warned. Been warned. So we're going to play some Doom today. Sure. For legal reasons, I can't explain what Doom is about because it contains elements of wars which we're not allowed to talk about. because this is now a non-political stream. Bring back Yin. No. Hello, Doug. Hello, Yin. Welcome. How are you both? Vegan, politics, economy. That's 3. Shoko has a strike because he brought up politics. Yin also had a strike because he requested for politics to be brought back. Okay, so we will not stand for this political drama in this stream anymore. There's no politics, okay? You shouldn't even be streaming then, because Twitch has implemented AI for clips. That, Gandhi, AI doesn't count as politics. All right? Just saying. Tommy has a strike for asking what obsession is about and then ignoring my message. I was going to read that message, actually. I was. Okay. All I know, without having seen it, it's about a guy who uses a thingy where if he snaps it in half and... Get your minds out of the gutter. If he snaps in half while saying a wish, that wish comes true. Word for word, as he says it, he wishes for his crush to love him more than anything. Sounds like he's got a bit of it sounds like he's got a bit of an obsession, if you ask me. I'm not actually politics because I now do not align with any political party whatsoever. I don't. If you ask me what my political opinions are, I'll be like, no, nothing, none of it, nothing. I don't do it, politics. I don't do politics, all right? Don't, okay? Mocha's back from Peru. That's a country outside of the US. Sorry, politics. I know there's only one country on this planet. Rick, that is your first strike. That's your first strike for mentioning that Mocha travelled abroad. That's politics. No, Mocha, you got a strike too for talking about politics. Yes, I've noticed you ignoring me now that Mocha is... I'm very interested to see it eventually. It's made by a YouTuber for essentially pocket change and then went to make 400... We don't want to know about profits. 400 million at the box office, that's politics, all right? This really is turning into the Tom Tater ship. Hello, Coast Kitty, welcome. Thank you for lurking. I thought this was a political stream like your gram. No. New me. New day. I don't do any of that anymore. You won't hear me talk about politics ever again because I am a strictly non-political entity. I don't believe you. Well, Mocha, that's... Do you know what that is, Mocha? When you don't believe something that what somebody says, that's classed as politics because you're starting a debate, and we don't do debates around here because this is a non-political stream. So you don't repost the same unoriginal vegan post on your Instagram about 50 times. I don't actually, Shoko, not anymore, because I'm now only going to post cat videos, food. No, food's politics. I don't do that. I'm not allowed to post any food anymore. Just cat videos. And cat videos, yeah. Not believing what someone says is a pretty accurate way to describe politics, all jokes aside. Exactly. Exactly. So that's why Mocha should believe what I say, because if not, he's actually infringing on the political amendment. which I've stated that there's no politics. Okay. Got this. I forgot that this track that I'm currently playing goes on for 13 minutes. It's quite an obsession, this track. I feel like you've been warned by some entity. Why are we listening to this? No. Now, I could say that Jeff Bezos personally phoned me and said, can you please not talk about politics anymore, because it's bringing down the Twitch's subs, or something like that. But I'm not going to say that, because Jeff Bezos, that's politics. You couldn't have a civil conversation with a billionaire. Rick, that's politics. You have your second strike. Tommy promises to never talk politics.
You're the only one left.
Hello, Armland. Welcome in.
And he's AFK.
He's AFK.
He's not moving.
No. Oh, well. Well.
So I'll just get right in front of his face.
That's politics there.
You abandoned us. Oh,
Getting in someone's face, that's politics.
How could this happen to me?
Amon looks so
Wait, I want a second strike.
What? She's like, I did a bad. Use your collective ghost power to push him off.
That would be something Tommy would say.
Okay. If Rick, we don't talk about rich or poor on this stream anymore, because that classes as politics. We have to imagine that everybody has the same amount of wealth. We're not allowed to discuss rich or poor anymore. That was the first thing I heard when I opened the stream. I want a second strike. Well, Gandhi, you're getting there. You're getting there. That was a if we all get 3 strikes, there will no longer be a chat on this stream. Well, Yin, we do not do communism here, because that's classed as politics. So, can you take your communism elsewhere? Thank you. But please stay, because I actually want you to stay here. Yeah. Tommy's gone off at the deep end. Candy, do you want my strike? We're not allowed to talk about candy on this stream anymore, because sugar could be classed as politics. I vote we move the entire conversation to Splashing Fishes stories. I'm not allowed to mention my humour at that, because that could be classed as politics. Okay. Now I'm going to take a drink from my purely non-political mug, because it doesn't advertise the person on it, and I can't say what I'm drinking, because that's political. Shocko, that's yours. 2.5 strikes. There's no flag. There's no flag. Yin, where's the flag? I do not see a flag. No politics here. Nico, we don't talk about race here. That's political. Fire in the background, that's political. No, that's not political because it's classed as... The music has now been banned because it was talking about politics. See, that's what will happen to you guys. You know what? You know what happened to the music just now? Exactly. So that's why I banned the music. Banned it. Tom's bad day. Music days is very political. The singer mentioned gender. Yeah. Now, the pronouns that you see on the screen, I'm not going to remove that because that was already there, and removing it would make me take a political stance on it, and I don't do politics. Okay? All right, hang on. Have I missed a message? All right, there you go, Gandalf. Now you can have my straw. The way I always wondered who the hell listens to these things, unironically, and it just plays on Tom's playlist. Not anymore. Not anymore, because we don't do politics. We just play Rihanna and Jay-Z and can't even listen to Taylor Swift anymore because that's politics. Didn't you say that you were taking a week-long vacation to go and kiss your friend or something? But you said you would still be doing a couple of streams on TikTok. Did I imagine that whole story? I will be taking a week off, yes. I will be kissing. I am taking a week off. So I've got 3 more streams, including this one, and then I'm gonna take a week off. TikTok is political, yeah, so I can no longer do TikToks, guys. No longer do that. The only way out of this, Tommy, is to go to the back of your council house and burn some tyres and think about... We're no longer allowed to call my house a council house, thank you, because that is politics. It is now just called house. Is there any way we can get you to take that vacation today? Well, you can. There's a redeem to cancel the stream. If you do, I think it's like 1,500 bits or something. Something like that. Something like that.